Welcome to the first installment of Filling Your Tank. And my name is Sally, and I'm one of the pastoral care pastors at Village Church. And
I'm Melanie. I'm also one of the pastoral care pastors at Village Church.
And this week, we're going to be talking about physical needs. So Melanie, why don't you introduce the topic?
So here we are with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and physical or physiological needs are at the very bottom of the pyramid. This is the foundation for all the other needs we have and us being able to meet those needs in our lives. And so the physical needs really have to do with food and water and being able to breathe and have just those basic necessities, clothing, warmth, things like that. So that's really the foundation. And what's interesting about this time in COVID is that many of us, I would say at Village Church, and in our community are well above the physical, the focus on physical needs in our lives because we've got a good bit of privilege. Many of us have a good bit of access to resources. So many of us are not focused on meeting these basic needs on a day-to-day basis. But what's been interesting during the COVID pandemic is that this pandemic, this health crisis, has bumped all of us back down to thinking about those more basic needs on a regular basis. Am I safe? Is my family safe? Am I strong enough to withstand this virus if I get it? What happens if I don't? Healthcare, all those sorts of things. So it's really been an interesting time to go back to those basics. And someone even joked recently, like, maybe I fell down below the pyramid, down here at the bottom, well below, because that's how it has felt too. It's also been an emotional thing. So that's
it's also been interesting. So talking about food, Melanie, or just physical needs, there's a reason why these victory gardens became so popular this spring and summer as people have been out gardening. Some of it because of this sudden insecurity with food, perceived insecurity with food, but also this sense of getting outside and getting outdoors and getting sunshine. So it's all of this Maslow's hierarchy of needs and how it's affecting us during this COVID time, we think has been really interesting. So why don't you join us next week, and we will again talk about physical and physiological needs and how they are sort of affecting us and how we can utilize these physical and physiological needs to kind of help us keep our tank full in these days. So thank you for joining us, and join us next week.